The store was founded in 1914 in Jersey City, New Jersey by my grandfather, Henry Landau, who my brother Henry was named after, and an uncle, Marcus Gross, and they started in a dry goods business. They were condemned. Their building in Jersey City was condemned in 1919 for the construction of the Holland Tunnel, and the business was moved to Brooklyn, New York, where it stayed until 1955, and then we gratefully moved to Princeton in 1955 and celebrated our 50th anniversary 2005 and are currently in our 51st season in the wonderful town of Princeton.
It puts you into an elite group, I think.
Well, I don't know how elite it is. It's to last that long, you have to have certain qualities of adaptation, and we've had them from the get-go. When my grandfather's building was condemned, they stopped selling everything they were selling and started selling overalls to the construction workers, because that was the only traffic they had.
Sure.
When they moved to New York, a large fad took over, and people not riding motorcycles started wearing motorcycle boots and garrison belts, big wide belts, and motorcycle hats, and that became the staple of the business. Had nothing to do with anything other than that's what the customers wanted to buy. When my parents moved to Princeton, they started selling uniforms because most of the women at the hospital and in the restaurants had no place to buy uniforms. Today you can go to 100 different uniform stores. And then we evolved from uniforms to the largest selection of blue jeans in the United States, before Gap and before Copper Rivet and before Banana Republic. But when everybody started selling them, we stopped selling them. We started selling pantyhose, first retailer of pantyhose in the United States, and then when people started selling them, we stopped selling them. And we're continually looking for the next great thing that has merit from a quality standpoint, a value standpoint, and above all, a function standpoint.
You're certainly known for your woolens.
We are known for our woolens because part of the evolution of this business went through the country of Iceland when we imported a poncho, which necessitated dramatic response from customers, none of whom would buy it because it didn't fit, whereby I went to Iceland and we discussed the fit with the manufacturer, and they made it fit, and we started selling as many as they could make and developed that actually into a industry. The tagline for the business is the world's most beautiful woolens, because the president of Iceland, when she met us in 1981, said, "Oh, the Landaus, the wool family." And we are the wool family. We represent woolens from 15 different countries. And again, the same qualities of uniqueness and value and function and quality continue. And that's the only way you can do it. So we get customers from all over the world. We get a lot of people who come back every time they come to town. We still deal with a lot of local people, but on weekends, more than half of our business is from outside our normal market area.
You also have a claim to fame with the Einstein Mini Museum. How did that evolve?
Oh, that evolved from being in town when they were filming the movie IQ in 1994, 1995, and we wanted to do something to associate ourselves with it, and requested that people brought in clothing that they had purchased from us in the 50s, and we thought we could wardrobe some of the scenes in the movie, and one lady brought in one coat. That didn't work, so we asked people to bring in Einstein memorabilia, and that did work. And since that day in 1995, we've become the collector of Einstein Iana in Princeton, Iana.
How are you, sir?
To the point that we now have the only permanent Einstein exhibit in the United States.